now.
Thank you.
So
I
whoever
I
would like to recap can recap.
I would love to. If anyone else wants to, feel
I
free to
mean,
stop me.
with
There's
that,
a
with that,
D10 on the line, by the way.
with that
D10.
enthusiasm, how could I, not let him do it? So,
All right. So let me go to my notes because I definitely need those. All right. So we started last session returning from Oldwood, which is this looks like cursed, abandoned little like sort of I don't know exactly what the term I'm looking for, but it's like a sub city of Anneswood, sort of on the outskirts.
suburb.
Sure. And so we returned from there. We had seen all sorts of abominations there and eldritch horrors. And we saw some text that we wanted to talk about with Meryl. Some text that referred to Golgoroth or the Drowned One. So the first thing we do is we head to the Shadespire and talk to Meryl about what we saw, and we want to just ask her questions so that when we return, because ultimately we're trying to go there to get a scroll for her of I think some spell. I'm not sure if we know what spell we're looking for or what we're looking for at all. We just know it's a scroll. So we go there. Jara does some reading while we wait in her like little waiting room type thing. He reads about how the people of Shikumo are much taller and stronger than usual, and there is some belief that this has something to do with the water that they drink. Some mice that the author is testing have overcome ailments quicker than those in the control group who are drinking like normal water. Meryl then tells the party, once we get into her office, about the Drowned One and Tharisdan. Tharisdan's followers are more devout than those of any deity of chaos that she has seen. They feed him energy, life matter, magic, etc., and he was likely resurrected in the Second Great Reckoning. And we learn also that Oldwood was evacuated 60 years ago after people went mad, and those who left, who were not mad, formed Anneswood, and that's why it's so close and has such a similar name and connections. The party then tells her about the birds that they saw, because while we were in Oldwood, we saw some birds that looked like they might be spying on us or have some special interest in what we were doing. She thinks that some kind of powerful caster might have been controlling them. She takes a look at the text that we found because Felix had copied it down using his magic. The text is in Abyssal, and it says that Tharisdan is, am I pronouncing that right?
Yep.
Is trapped in the deepest part of the abyss. She tells us that we might want to head over to the Basilica Magna to get some holy water before the journey. And she also gives Jara a necklace that helps against being charmed or frightened that she thinks might be useful in our journey. So we're obviously dealing with some magic stuff here. Then we go to the Basilica and speak to the bishop. He invites us to attend service the next morning before we head out to Oldwood, and also tells us that he can provide us 3 vials of holy water for the next morning, or by the next morning. And in this conversation, I just wrote down that Felix got some weird vibes. Not anything major, though, from what I remember. We then head back to the Hearth Flame Inn, and Felix disguises himself as a dwarf to check to see if the party has a package. We do not have a package. The party then goes upstairs and discusses a plan for the next day. They talk about we talk about possibly setting a trap with Alarm and Alfredo to sort of have this loop of noise coming from a direction that we are not in. We also talk about protection going in, like what we have at our disposal to sort of protect us, just in general. Jara has his necklace and disguise self, if that might be useful. Therathari has his radiant damage, which we think might be, good against these enemies. Iris and Felix have invisibility, and Jara also talked about how he can twin cast protection from good and evil, which might be useful. So those are all things that we were talking about doing. I think it's important to bring that up.
Yes, that probably is the most important part of the recap.
Yeah. After a little while, there's a knock at our door, and a package is eventually delivered from the Illuminator Arwin Arbuncle, which is a great name. It contains a reward for catching the Shade Watch guys that we caught like session before, I think. and encourages us to testify at their trial, potentially for more of a reward. The return address, is for the Answood Hold. And was it there that we named ourselves?
You named yourselves
It was
when
prior
prior
Yeah,
when
when
you
he-
Sessions ago.
yeah
Yeah,
when
Oh,
you
when he asked
initially
us,
Gotcha.
yes, with the guards.
Right.
What was it? I would rather not. What is
It's
that?
I'd rather you
I'd
not.
rather not.
I'd rather you not.
Shortened to I'd rather not.
Next thing that we did was we went to the bar for some shade shroom shots, and we talked to Clyde, the bartender there. We noticed the Shade Watch sitting at the bar, and they seem to have several subdivisions. Clyde tells Felix to come back between midnight and 1 a.m. to chat about their respective times in Garel, because they're from the same place. Clyde has been out of Garel for about 20 years and working in Answood for about 5. In the bar, meanwhile, while we are talking to Clyde, Therathari sort of wanders off. He notices an eccentric-looking man handing out business cards. The man approaches Therathari and greets him, charms him, and introduces himself as Channing. Therathari brings him over. He charms the entire party in one fell swoop, asks us about our rooms, and robs us. There is a business card in one of the rooms for Merlin's Pradium. And Therathari also does some searching around the room, and we find a magical ball bearing under his bed. Jara and Felix then head downstairs to ask about Channing. Nobody really knows much. We're all very confused. Clyde and Felix have a good talk about Garel. His parents were apparently framed for an illicit potion operation about 7 to 8 years ago. The Sakari came and then killed them because of it. And then I wrote some stuff down about how that relates to Felix's backstory, but unimportant. Just the time frame and stuff. Jara then talks to Julia at the front desk to report the crime that Channing, or so-called Channing, committed. She says that the rest of the party stay is complimentary and that we will be moved into larger rooms. Felix casts Detect Magic on the ball bearing, and we find that there is some sort of scrying magic on it. I don't remember what we did with it, and I didn't write it down, so I assume it's in someone's inventory.
No, we left it
Under the
and then
bed.
under the
Okay.
bed, and we told the guards of the potential for a sting operation.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
we knew it was there, so we told them that they could maybe set something up to bait the people back out.
True, but I don't think that's like our top priority because we got a lot going on.
No. We told them to do it. We're just like, hey, here's an idea.
Hey, this is a possibility. Take
Yeah.
it. It's ours, but you can have it.
Yeah.
All right. So then the next morning, we're almost at the end. Next morning, Therathari and Jara tell some Luminous Guard from yesterday. Oh, there we go. They
Oh,
tell
there it is.
Luminous Guard about the scrying ball bearing under the bed in the other room. He
He's too
suggests they
good.
use it as a trap to potentially catch the parties responsible. Wow. Okay, great.
So thorough. He
How did
doesn't
you have
even
time
know.
to write all of this?
Yeah,
My
it's
God.
amazing.
Look at my recall, though.
I must have at work the next morning, like just
This is more
Up
important
to
than
the
this,
rewatch
so
it. Yeah.
I appreciate that.
This was months ago, so I don't even remember how I got this descriptive. The party then heads to the church for morning service. Urusal is a biblical city in the texts of Arathis. This is what the sermon is about.
Mhm.
It was an elven
You
city.
wrote about the sermon?
I wrote about the sermon because I figured it would have thematic connection
Who
to the plot.
knows?
It was an elven city that was fractured by a dispute between half-elves and elves. Arathis came to the city to settle the dispute. That's a god, by the way, of like law, I believe.
Yep.
Goddess, sorry. The text being discussed at the service is about that, and Therathari talks to the bishop, who says that the party can pick up the holy water after the service. The service itself is about unity. He says their society is being pulled in different directions by evil, and that the solution is to look to one another and unite under Arathis. He says that their neighbors have disdain in their hearts and work towards opposite goals as to them, but that they cannot retaliate with violence. Specifically, he says, let the hate go and the love in, which sounds very culty. As the
And
service ends, the
drink the
party is
punch.
blessed. Oh, wait, sorry. As the service ends, the party is blessed. There we go.
Hey!
Just as a reminder, I could finally take this
Wow.
off because it's been very hot.
No way you were
Um,
waiting for that.
I was.
I can't believe it.
They each have advantage on. I believe I wrote a question mark because I wasn't sure. Do we have advantage on one saving throw to avoid being charmed or possessed, or is it just advantage in general?
No, it's on one.
On one, okay.
Yes.
I'll erase the question mark. We also start with one successful death save if we are downed, and
Yes.
both effects will last until our next long rest. That is our blessing.
Look,
I don't
Paul
like the
joined at the
implication.
perfect time right there.
I don't like the
Happening.
implication of the downed one.
Tony
What-
just
what do you-
gave, I think, the best recap I've ever heard in my life. He even had the sermon written down. It's better. It's almost better notes than I had, and I made the session. So absolutely earned that D10.
And he had a shirt to match.
And he had
Yes.
a blessed shirt.
As a reminder, we are blessed
Correct.
for
Dan,
removing all bad vibes.
you can take a D1 for remembering the origin of the group name.
A T1.
A
I'll
D1.
take it.
One.
So
I
won't
like
get an invite
a
to the
1
game.
or a 0?
Yes, thank you.
Nice.
I think it's just a 1, right?
It's just a 1, yeah.
Just I'll take an automatic +1 to a roll.
Yeah, that's
You know
pretty good.
what? I'll take that too.
I
I'll
don't think you're
100%
online,
take that.
Paul.
Give me just a sec.
Once we figure out the big bad's AC, just yeah.
Well, that
Yeah.
was an absolutely unbelievable recap with an unbelievable themed shirt on brand. I can't think of a better way to kick off a session.
You should get a D12.
You know what?
I'll
You
take a
can you can get a D12. You can
Damn.
take the D12. That's
Oh my God.
a crazy inspiration, but you really did earn that. It's been
like
3
a level-
months
It's like a level 14 bard.
to have the
Yeah.
hindsight of writing that much in that depth. I commend you. So you've definitely earned it. I have no problem. Okay.
You really must have had a slow day at work.
Dude,
that day.
it's the end of the year. Every day was a slow day.
Not
all
that
right.
I have days that are any faster sometimes, but
It feel like that.
It do be like.
I do.
So we are good to pick up. It is the early morning. It is a Saturday. And you all had just attended Saturday Mass and have received your blessing. You may start the day and proceed however you'd like. Although I will invite a roll on the weather table. Whoever would like to do that.
What's the roll?
D8.
D8. I'll do it. Screw it. I got a 1.
Okay. It is a very, very hot morning. The hottest it's been in a long time, coming off of a pretty gnarly storm the night prior. The clouds have given way to a very blue sky, and even at around 11 in the morning when sermon ends, it is almost like low 80s, high 70s, and fairly humid. So you are in for a sweat-filled day. Day is yours.
What have we done? What have we done at the gods?
We
these
are
past days.
we are walking out of
Basilica
service.
Magna. Yep.
Okay.
With your holy water. You have 3 vials, I believe.
Yes. So we got 3 vials of this. Does anyone feel that they wouldn't like one?
Well, I plan on staying as far away from these creatures as possible during the fighting, so I'm all right if I don't get one.
Right? And
I should probably have one.
yeah, I'll take one if you're offering. Thanks, Jara. So I will add a vial of holy water to my inventory if it's not already there.
They should. Holy water should be an item by default. If it's not,
So.
I think you can just add an entry and call it holy water.
Yep.
All right.
Were there any last minute preparations we wanted to make before heading out back to Oldwood?
I do have some gold that we could spend to help us, although I'm not sure exactly if we know what would be helpful at this point. I'm fine holding on to it. In fact, I
Right.
should probably leave it here.
Actually, I was What might be helpful? Do we have potions?
I do have a
I have
couple of
I have
potions.
a potion.
Yeah, I have a potion of healing, and then I have a potion for myself as well that'll make me a
You
little faster.
you guys did get a greater potion from the chest, by the way.
Yeah, I have that.
Okay.
I have a regular potion of healing.
Yeah, I have one as well.
Do I have any? I think I know I had a kit. Can I? Let's see if I have any more.
Well, I think the
uses for that.
kit will take time. I don't know if we want to see if we can't buy maybe a few more potions before we go, or
Yeah, let's take a look at that market outside of the Hearthflame Inn. I know Iris, you'd been walking around there. Think we
Yes.
can find anything
Right.
useful?
Iris,
No.
wasn't there? Were you telling us there was some items there that you thought were interesting?
There was a store for magical items in the marketplace.
Pocket.
All right. Well, I am a little flush at the moment, so I guess we can go in, see if we can't find anything useful there, and then head out.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
All right, so you're going to the Hearthflame Market?
Yeah, looking for.
I believe
some-
there was a tent, a subsidiary of Gilmore's was in here. I'm at least 80% sure that was.
Yeah, no, there is a Gilmore's tent here set up. That's where you got your torch, I believe.
Right.
And there are other potion places to buy potions, probably, maybe at cheaper prices than Gilmore's would carry. It's kind of like the Louis Vuitton of magic items. I mean that in a literal sense, with fashion as well. So you guys want to try your hand at another place or whatever you want to do? Let me know.
Yeah, I'll look for a place that has potions. I'm not brand beholden, so.
Okay. So walking through the Hearthflame Market, it's around noon, approaching noon rapidly here. You guys are amidst rather the midday crowd. People are out buying things for lunch or for dinner in the
Yeah.
evening.
It's noon already. I thought we just got out a.
You got out of morning service around 11. That's usually when they kind of end. Take you a good 15-20 minutes to walk across.
Approaching noon.
Yeah, you know, well, Theratharia has keen mind, so it's 11:29.
Nice.
All right, so you find a potion stand if you're not going to Gilmore's.
I don't know what the rest of the group's doing, but I'm going to. It doesn't really matter.
Okay, I have built a table that will take. Well, there's really 4 tables here. You each can roll me a D10.
D10.
Sure.
I'll tell you what's here.
Underrepresented die.
Yeah, I gotta look for that one.
3.
3.
I got a
4.
2.
8.
2, 3, 4, 8.
Okay. All right. At this potion stand, you see they have the typical stack of potions for healing up to greater. They don't have superior, but they have greater. Then there is a potion of heroism, which is when you drink this potion, you immediately gain 10 temp HP, and you effectively have the effects of the spell Bless with no concentration required. And it lasts for an hour. That was the 8 roll. The 4 roll is Potion of Growth. For 1d4 hours, you can drink the potion and gain the Enlarge effect, which is effectively is a use of Enlarge or Reduce with no concentration required. That was the 3 roll. There is a potion of gaseous form, which lasts for an hour, and it's gaseous form without concentration. That was the 4 roll. And the 2 roll is potion of water breathing, which allows you to breathe underwater for an hour. So to recap, potion of gaseous form, potion of water breathing, potion of heroism, and the last one was... Hold on. What was the roll? That was 3.
2.
The 2 roll was... Hold on. I lost it. I'm bugging here. All right. Let's start from the top here. So you have potion of heroism, potion of gaseous form, potion of growth. That was the one. And then potion of water breathing. Water breathing, heroism, growth, gaseous form. Okay, sorry. So, amongst health potions, whatever you would like to get of those.
Someone give me the synopsis on Bless.
You get a D4 to attacks and saving throws. I believe that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, like Blessed with good luck, that type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's whenever you make an attack roll or saving throw, you just add a D4 to it.
Well, that's pretty sweet. I want one of those.
All right, so you want that's the potion of heroism.
Heroism.
You also get a not D10. You get 10 temp HP. Potion of
Yeah, that's pretty
heroism.
nuts.
Potion of heroism is 410 gold.
Oh wow. Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
I just want one lesser, one regular healing potion.
All right. Potion of healing is 60 gold.
How much
in that-
is the?
In that case, give me 2 of them.
Okay. You get 2.
How much is the gaseous form?
Gaseous form is 300.
Hmm.
These could be negotiable. They could not be.
Do the potions have like ingredients listed?
They do not.
Okay.
Okay,
Uh,
Therathori would like to negotiate a combined price for potion of greater healing and a potion of heroism.
Okay, greater healing is 150.
So we're looking at 570 before negotiation. Is that right?
Yeah. 560, I believe.
Oh, 560. Okay. Merchant?
Yes.
I'm interested in your potions. I see here the prices are 410 for a potion of heroism.
That one takes a while to make, yes. Very good, very potent.
Yes, I was wondering. We're on somewhat of a special mission here. Is there a way I could have a discount price? I'm looking for a healing potion and that heroism.
I see. With these combined, I'm sure you're in for some sort of danger. What kind of discount? It takes a while to make these things, I'll tell you.
Of course, we have a chemist of our own here, actually, who does quite understand the art, and I'm sure I understand the preparation time quite well. So I would hope to have a good faith with you for this bargain. I would say 5% below your asking price is what I'd like to pay.
Let me do the math. So 560 minus 28. 32. Roll a persuasion roll. Here.
7.
I'll step in and say, and what if I buy these 2 at full price? We'll do like a lump thing,
And those were the regular potions?
just a regular healing potion.
All right, you can re-roll with advantage here. So one more roll for me, Therathari.
Oh, much better. 21. Dirty.
All right. I suppose that's okay. And he'll bring you to the counter to ring you up. Is anyone else getting anything?
No, I think I'm gonna hold off.
Yeah, I'll hold as well.
Ooh,
Okay.
teamwork.
All right. So 2 potions of healing to you, Dan. Standard.
Yep, and that was
for
120,
Jara.
right? That's how much it was for both?
120.
Okay.
And then for you, Therathari, for 532, you are going to get a potion of greater healing and then a potion of heroism. I do believe heroism, is that in there? If it's not, let me know.
It is. Yep.
Perfect. Okay. All right. So he'll thank you. Take your gold. Wish you luck. Make sure you're... Oh, no, you don't add it until you drink it, obviously. Yeah. All right. So just to recap, that's an hour for you on the heroism, Therathari. Lasts an hour. Right.
After I drink it.
Yeah, of course. Yep.
Yep.
Okay. You take your potions, leave the happy merchant to deal with other customers. Whatever else you'd like to do.
Did we want to stop and look at the Louis Vuitton, or no, the Gilmore's Glorious Goods?
Is this Louis fella a new up and comer? I don't think I heard of him.
I think
He's
we should be
relatively
fine
new.
for now. Unless we want anything in particular.
No, I just was thinking, just can't hurt to just take a look.
I mean,
I'm open to it if anyone wants to, but we might want to get going.
right? Yeah, it's almost midday, right? And it takes us a few hours to get there.
Yeah,
Fine.
true. All right, we can we can get a move on. That's fine.
I'm good with just the few additional potions we got. So I'm happy
Yeah,
to keep moving.
my purse strings tighten quickly after that.
Well, if you need a loan, Therathar, I think I can spare some.
I should be alright for now, but can't be too prepared. Better poor than dead, I suppose.
Eh,
You can't spend money if you're not alive to spend it.
Ain't that the truth?
that's one philosophy.
Okay, so you
Philosopher
guys.
might also argue the difference between wealth and poverty. You can be rich without much money.
Exactly.
Sense.
Now we're getting deep.
Yeah,
Rocks fall, everyone
I haven't
dies.
talked to those philosophers.
Maybe
Okay.
I'm the first. Who knows?
Therathar is imparting some
Much-needed
philosophical wisdom on you guys. Or although I think you're high in intelligence, right? Oh, your character.
Well, definitely high in wisdom.
Wisdom. That's okay. Yeah. So definitely wisdom.
Which, yeah, and yeah, pretty high intelligence. Too.
With Jara's -1 in wisdom, he doesn't think you make much sense.
Very short-sighted. All right. So you pick up your horses from Jametti at the Hearth Flame. They are dry, fed, and brushed. They look beautiful. Happy to see you, healthy.
I give him another silver piece for taking good care of the horses.
Thank you, my friend. Enjoy this weather and stay cool if you can. You can see he's sweating already from an early
Right, you
morning.
too. Buy yourself something nice to drink with this, and give him.
All right. He'll thank you again, and then you guys are off. Anything you want to do before you leave? Do you want to check out the old crime scene? Do you want to scan about for anything, or just head straight out?
I'm good to just head straight out. I think we.
Yeah, I'm good
checked
too.
The crime scene
also good to go.
previously,
And
so-
do we have the horses held somewhere?
Yes. Yeah, in the stable in the Hearthflame, I believe. And we
we-
tipped quite well. They should be taking good care of them.
Yeah.
I would think that we should have a plan for them this time.
Ah, yes, when we arrive. That's right.
Right. Yeah. Well.
I don't
Well,
really know much about
yeah.
the beasts. I just know how to ride them. Does anyone have a history?
No, I don't. I mean, if your worry is someone to look after them, I could always leave Alfredo with them. I think that would be fine. And he could come alert us if anything were to happen. He can fly, so he would probably be able to avoid any.
Well, my
Danger to
thought
the
is, I mean, they weren't too keen to get close to that town. So
Right.
wherever we leave them is probably going to be a ways away from the town. So if something happens to them, I mean, are we even going to be able to get back in time to help out? I feel like we just kind of have to roll the dice on this one and try to find a safe spot for them.
Yeah, let's
All right.
start walking a little further out than last time.
I
Can't figure out
have
if they're safe.
I have another idea. What if we hire a cart to take us out to Oldwood, and then walk our way back, camping along the way?
Jared, Do we have any idea like how much time that would add to the trip back? Would it be still like a day trip, or would it be multiple days?
So I think the rule of thumb, I always forget this. The horse travel speed in 5e.
I would assume it's at least 2 to 3 fast.
So if you go at a normal trot, you can go 3 miles an hour on a horse. As a normal trot, according to the book. With a cart, that's less, obviously, but by foot.
I'm worried about the way back. I mean,
So by foot, if you think about like how long it would take you to walk a mile, it's probably 30 minutes, rounding up, 25, 30 minutes.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, 20 minutes for a mile is pretty, like, average pace.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's pretty fast considering we'd be in.
Yeah, I guess we have gear and shit, too.
So
Yeah.
it's effectively, you're like at least a third slower. So if it takes you,
It was 2 to 3 hours by horse, right?
yeah, so it would take
Oh,
it'd
you,
be like, yeah, so it'd still be like a day. That's really all I was concerned with. That should work for me there. As long as you can find someone, or as long as we can find someone who's willing to take us there. It doesn't seem like a lot of people want to go to Oldwood, but I'm sure the price is right for someone.
Well, let's find them.
Yeah. Where do you think we would requisition a cart?
I would think either the stables or near the gates.
Is Jametti still around?
you can find Gimetti, yeah, go back to the stables.
Well, we're like at the stables now, aren't we?
Yeah, all right. You can
Sure.
flag him down, he'll come to you. Yes. How may I help you?
Jametti, we were wondering if instead of taking our horses, if we could hire us like a cart to drop us off somewhere. Do you know if that's something available?
Of course, the stables can accommodate this request. Where is this location you wish to be dropped off at?
That's the thing. So we want to get as close to Oldwood as we possibly can. That someone is comfortable taking us to.
I think that will depend on the driver you're going to commission and how much you're willing to pay for this service. Let me get our seasoned driver, Diego. I'll see if he's available, and you can negotiate the price with him. Yes?
Thank you, Jametti.
Thank you.
Of course, yes. Okay, so he'll go and fetch this guy, Diego. You can see he's a young man in his late 20s, probably pretty well-kept beard. He's got on a cowboy hat. He's smoking from a pipe as he walks out. Got on overalls, dark brown overalls, a dirty, probably was a white shirt, which is gray now, and boots on. He kind of does a little spits on the ground. Dark liquid flies out.
You just hear a ding. And you go hits the ground.
He steps forward. Heard y'all are looking to get out of here at Oldwood. I'm your guy.
Right,
Is it just you lot here?
It'll be us four, and I guess we really want to get as close as you are comfortable heading. I know that town is kind of not really a place of destination most people want to go.
Yeah, I think we can arrange something here for a fair price, of course. I'll get you as close as I feel comfortable, and the horses will take you. Are you looking for a round trip kind of thing here, or you looking to go one way?
The
I
one
think we're-
way.
Yeah, I think one way. Just drop us off.
All right, I got some folks here that are going that way, not to Oldwood, but in that direction, make my trip worthwhile. I'm willing to factor that in if you're willing to piggyback with some people. I'll drop the price for you. Sort of a volume deal, if you will.
Will that make the trip take longer, or like,
Let's see.
the time
he'll
impact?
Pull out his notebook. I got one stop before y'all's would be on Oldwood, and a few after, so only the one will probably push things back a little bit. It's about an extra 45 minutes to an hour out of the way.
That's fine with
When-
me.
When are you planning on leaving?
You got me as I'm packing my cart, and you'll point over. Gimetti and some of the other hands are loading up. It's a pretty big operation. It's 4 horses and a covered cart. covered wagon, stagecoach kind of thing. Packing up as we speak.
So if we leave like now, we would get there like 3-4 p.m. thereabouts. I think that leaves enough light in the day for us to do what we need to do there. What do you guys think?
Yeah, should be good.
Spend any more time there.
Hmm.
Oh, that couldn't be good for us.
Hopefully, we'll be out before sunset.
Yeah, hopefully it will just be kind of like a beeline it to the.
If you're
where
willing
we
to
need
pay the
be.
premium, I'm willing to take you by yourself, but you're gonna have to kind of pay the wages that I would be normally getting from these folk at least, and a convenience fee. Whatever
I
suits
think-
your fancy.
We can carpool. I mean, in this world where we're paying a premium, are you just saying screw you guys to the other people who you're about
It's
to
business. There's other carts around.
Man.
It's business. As one of the top drivers in Answood, I get a lot of business. I got the privilege to say yes and no to some folks, and if y'all gonna pay me, I'll
I'm
say
all
no.
right. I'm all right carpooling.
take? Yeah, that's fine.
I think getting there like 3-4 o'clock will still give us adequate light. Give us a few hours.
All right, 4 folks to Oldwood. Let's see. All right, one way is gonna be 80 gold each.
I think we could swing that. Tharathara, you need a loan?
I'm alright.
All right.
All right, and I give this spiel to everyone, so don't be offended when you hear it. If there is danger, and there very well could be, I want to let you know my life comes before yours. It's every man for himself if things hit the fan. The horses take off, something's attacking the wagon. It's on you to protect yourself. Understood?
Sure thing,
That's-
Diego.
That's fine with me.
Sure.
All right. Well, let's go. And he'll turn, do a couple more spits and dings out of seemingly nowhere. Ding. As you and 4 other people pack into this caravan, it's pushing the comfortability of the caravan for sure. Is there any last minute things you want to do before you guys head out in this covered wagon?
No, I'm good to go.
All right, keep your arms, feet, and other appendages inside the caravan at all times. If you hear me scream and the horses stop, get the hell out of the caravan. Other than that, should be a relatively bumpy ride, so keep your insides inside, if you know what I mean. And we'll be there, first stop, in about an hour and 15. All right? All right. He'll get in the front. Yeah! The horses take off. And you guys begin your journey out of Answood to whatever Oldwood holds for you.
You said I can make one check a day or one like reading thing a day on my Shikimo book. Can I use
Mhm.
that now since we got a few hours?
Sure.
What do you want me to roll here?
You can roll. This is an intelligence roll. Just a flat intelligence.
Nice. Nat 1 for 2.
Okay.
Get it out of the way now.
You learn nothing. Literally nothing. It just reaffirms what you learned the previous day, which is that some of the Shikumen people, mostly young males, are stronger, have some superhuman qualities. All right. With that, you guys notice that there's 4 other individuals in the cart with you. One is a very burly-looking, brown-skinned man, thick white beard that kind of comes down from his face to his mid-chest. He's wearing heavy armor, plated armor, and a large warhammer. And he's got next to him a guy in his probably mid-20s, half-elf dude, kind of scarred, worn clothes, and he looks like he's shackled. Feet are shackled together, hands shackled together, and then arms shackled to the big burly guy. And then the other 2 people look like a husband and wife who are distancing themselves on the opposite side of the caravan from
Oof.
these 2 people.
I thought from each other.
I was about
No,
to say,
no,
oh.
no. Not yet, at least. It's a long ride. Would you like to make small talk or just zoom through to the first stop?
Felix would
Um,
definitely like to make small talk.
How much time are we? Just like 3 or 4 hours until we get to Oldwood. It's like
Total,
an hour
yeah.
an hour and a
Yeah.
touch to get to the first stop.
Yeah.
Okay. I think Iris, for the most part, is probably going to ponder how she's going to deal with anything from range. She's like going to not really care that other people are there. She's going to crack open the void of holding she has in her chest and pull out like the broken heavy crossbow from one of the mercenaries. And she's going to take the time of driving to just study it and then try to figure out how to integrate it into the rest of her physical exoskeleton.
Okay. So for this, are you looking to do like a magical augment, or are you looking to do a purely mechanical one?
This would be more of a mechanical thing.
Sure.
Whether or not it would be possible for her to at least figure out how to replicate putting a ranged projectile thing in her arm. Doesn't need to be a crossbow. It can be.
Yeah.
Felix has shown off the gun before, right?
Yes.
In
Yeah, to
Iris's
Iris. I
company?
don't know if he's fired it in front of her, but yeah.
Okay, yeah. I think for now, since she doesn't know that it actually fires things, she's just focusing on the crossbow for now because that's what she has on hand.
Sure. So I'll have you make 2 rolls. First, an intelligence roll to figure out how the crossbow would function in that position.
Okay. Base intelligence is 17.
Okay, yeah. I mean, you get the idea. It's broken, but most of it's intact. And through some clever redesign, you could probably pair that with your arm in some meaningful way. It would take time and the right set of tools and under the right conditions. And then go ahead and make I don't want to call this. I almost want to give you make an insight check. You're not inciting the actual object for properties of human properties. It's more of like, can you intuitively figure out the design?
That's a natural 20.
Wow.
I'll take those.
So spending
Much intuition
time,
for a rogue.
head in the crossbow, underneath this canopy with other people around you. You go into your tunnel vision, and you have a really good, solid idea on how to integrate this into your exoskeleton. It may not be able to be hidden. However, your idea specifically is through some clever use of tension, you can probably have a replaceable hot swappable augment on your exoskeleton, and you begin to draft these plans. One thing that's very strange to you, Iris, this process, the scientific iterative process, seems really natural to you. Almost awakening a part of your mind that was probably dormant for as long as you were, obviously, maybe even longer.
Yeah. So for that first hour and a half, Iris is like going to poke out the the little headlamp she has on the side of her head, and for focusing on things, she's like taken off her her eyes out and like scrambling around to get different perspectives on this weapon, all in front of all of the other people.
Yeah. Yep. And what are the rest of you doing while Iris is inspecting this crossbow?
Felix would like to seat himself directly next to the burly man.
Sure. He is much larger than you. He's probably almost 7 feet tall.
Holy
He's
shit.
hunched in this caravan with this guy shackled to his arm.
And he'll lean over and say, "So what's the story here? You guys just into some weird stuff, or is there more to it?"
Jesus Christ.
He looks over to you. You can see his eyes, his pupils are like bright purple, like a bright purple color. And looking closer to him now, you can see he's an elf. He looks at you. I wish this fucker was caught stealing from the hold. I'm on duty to bring him upstate, if you will.
Oh, and what does that mean? I'm not really from around here. Where is he going?
He's going to a place where shitbirds like him commingle and get to know each other a little bit, under the supervision of guard, if you will, and hopefully turn his life around and do some labor for Turia. Build the walls and the stones and dig
So
some
you're part of-
holes.
You're part of the guard around here in Answood?
Oh, hell no. I'm bounty hunter.
Gotcha. Independent or Shade Watch?
No, Definitely not Shade Watch. You can see his plate armor is silver. Yeah, I disassociate myself from both of those horrific tribes of people. Just trying to make a living, man. Hunting down rats like this. Good thrill, good fun.
Seems smart to distance yourself from them from what we've seen.
I keep as close enough as I can to get contracts, but that's about it. Really the dirty work that they don't care about, the lowlings, scum. But hey, pays my bills.
Jara peeks his head up out of his book and he goes, so you're a bounty hunter, right? Does that mean you travel around a lot?
Sure does. Wherever the money is and the scoundrels hide.
You hear about, you have any like interesting stories or anything you heard of recently?
Now what kind of stories are you looking for?
I don't know, recent events that you find odd.
He asks everyone this, don't worry.
News of the world, man.
I don't really keep my head in those circles, buddy. More about finding individuals, you know? Not listen to world events. I will tell you, business has been real good lately. I don't know if that means anything to you.
Right? You think the crime rate's up?
Something's up. All I know is I've been getting more contracts than I've ever gotten before. I mean, I'm not complaining, don't get me wrong here. This is a good time to be a bounty hunter. Are y'all together?
Not all of us. Those two are not with us. And I'll point to the...
He'll just kind of nod and give a smile. You see, as he smiles, he has like radiant white teeth. Very handsome man. Well, where are you all heading?
We're heading to do some liberating in Oldswood.
Oldwood? You're not serious, are you?
No, we're dead serious.
Well, not they'll be dead serious. We're just serious.
He'll give another smile and say, sometimes it's nice to be around crazy-ass people like me. It's not often I find them. The name's Garth Bach. People call me Garth. And he'll extend his hand out to each of you. Massive hand shakes yours. For an elf, by the way, the height isn't that out of ordinary. The mix of the eyes and the age and the like muscular stature, that's very, very non-elf like.
Dude's built.
Well, Garth, it's nice to meet you. My name's Jara.
Jara, pleasure's mine.
Frank, nice to meet you.
Frank.
I give him the eyes. Frank, the eyes, I mean.
I am focused on setting this crossbow. I don't know what's going on in this conversation.
And I'll look over at the guy shackled. What do you have to say for yourself? Why'd you do it?
You can see for the first time, the guy looks at you, and then he looks up at Garth. Garth kind of gives him a little nod, and the guy says, I was trying to feed my family, that's all. I was just, we're hurting, okay? My hand's in the wrong cookie jar.
I'll look at Garth then and say, come on.
The guy's
the man's-
fucking with you. This guy
He's
is
just trying to feed his family, Garth. Come on.
You know.
And I say it sort of like
he got
sarcastically.
it. Yeah,
right?
he gets it.
Start.
If I had a gold piece for every fucker that says that, let me tell you, I could retire and not have to deal with him. Don't let him fool you. This guy, it's pretty bad. He's wanted on, what is it? And he looks down. The guy looks up. 4 counts of murder. 4, I think it's 4. One of the two. 4, 5, I don't know. And whole bunch of other nasty stuff, particularly to women. Not a nice guy, as you can tell. So just for extra safety, I got him shackled to me. But you'll all be fine. Don't worry. He's a good trained rat, isn't that right? And he'll pat him on the arm. He kind of winces.
Well, sounds like at least with the stuff towards women is going to get what he deserves up there.
They don't take too kindly to people who do nasty stuff to women. So once they find that out, probably won't be long for this world.
Can I insight Garth? Is he
Sure.
telling the truth here?
Mm-hmm.
7.
You are infatuated with his physical stature, and as such, every word that comes out of his mouth is the God's honest truth to you.
How could someone that big be lying?
That big
Earthstar
and
would also
beautiful.
like to insight him.
Go ahead.
12.
Okay. Can you all deafen, please? Except for Therathari?
Yes.
Whoop. Ooh, where's the button?
All right. Tom,
Mm-hmm.
you notice Garth is skirting the truth pretty heavily, even with a 12. The only things that
you said?
skirting, yeah, he's definitely operating in the mode where like the best lie is one grounded in truth. With that role, you're not sure where that line is drawn. However, there is something shady going on here. You do believe that this guy is truly transporting someone bad, but the story he told you doesn't really line up and makes you uncomfortable.
Okay. Therathari. Oh, I guess I'll wait for everyone to undeafen.
I'll give the...
Hello.
All right. Hold on, we're waiting for Tony.
Oh, are we
Yeah,
good?
There we go. Yeah, we're good.
Okay, sorry. Jello was in front of the camera, so I couldn't see anything that was going on.
No worries. All right.
Or not in front of the camera, in front of the screen.
So yeah, you definitely trust every word he's saying, Felix.
Sick.
Therathari continues to glance at his compatriots and continues to not say anything.
Okay. The married couple kind of keeps to themselves. You can hear they're kind of having a quiet conversation. It seems like they're talking just from cursory, like listening. They're talking about potentially like how they're gonna move all their shit if they like what they see in the next town. Blah 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 blah. Seems like they're in the process of moving and scouting out new places to live. Any of you want to do anything else before we jump to the first stop here?
No, so what happens with me if by not wanting reading is like I started reading, but then I am talking with Garth off and on. So I do that thing where like I'll read the same page like 5 times because like I'm not absorbing it each time because I get distracted. So
Okay.
that's
It'd
kinda
be
what's
like
happening.
that. It do be like that.
He's a handsome man. All right. After about another 35, 40 minutes of conversation, just shooting the shit, eventually you hear the horses kind of halt and you hear a voice from the front. All right, first stop here. Get out. And you see the married couple get out. They are stopping at a very, very, very small village. It does not have wood in the name, unfortunately. That would be pretty funny just to confuse you guys. New wood. No.
Brandwood.
This is new Oldwood.
Yeah, new old wood. I love
New
that.
Oldwood.
So good.
That's too good. This is called Treefell. Very small village. And in terms of the direction, it's like kind of northwest of where Oldwood is. So you did go a little out of the way, which is why he made sure to tell you that. But they get out, they thank the guy, and you guys are back on your way. And he says, next stop, Oldwood. Oldwood's next. Be there in about 3 hours.
Oof.
We'll take a stop about halfway through, piss break, and eat some food, and we'll back on the road. Okay.
So we'll get there at like 4 o'clock ish.
Closer to 5, yeah, with the stop.
It's always longer than you expect.
All right, so if there's nothing else you want to do, we'll go to the point where you guys stop the cart, do a little, like, not real life break, but in session break.
Right. Like a pee break.
you guys want to do anything before then? It's just you, Garth, and this prisoner.
Does Iris have time to start trying to dismantle this heavy crossbow and figuring stuff out for herself with it, or is it still like blueprints phase?
I would say you can, but given the circumstances of the cart, there's a high probability that if you roll low, you won't be able to reverse it.
Okay.
Because you need to have the proper equipment and note-taking procedure.
This is more best suited in like a laboratory. Got it.
With more time, especially. But
Okay.
if you wanted to rush it, you possibly could.
Still leave it for now. I think, assuming she gets out of it, she is still preparing for whatever the hell weird things were showing up. She is actually just going to take an action and prime the all-purpose tool. We're going to take on what's the cantrip? Word of Radiance is today's bonus cantrip.
I'd say that's a pretty good one.
So she's probably what she will do while priming that. She's going to start sort of tinkering around with the arm, and then at some point stop and go over to Therathari and say, "So, question. You
Yes.
do a thing where someone tries to attack someone, and then there's a burst of light. How does that work?"
Well, that has to do with the deity I worship.
Oh. Can you explain that?
Well, it's a protection of sorts that the clerical ways have granted me.
Oh. Okay. So, you're saying if someone believes in a god hard enough, you can manipulate light.
To an extent, there are different clerical paths, but yes, the one I follow. And I wouldn't say it's manipulation so much as channeling. The power is there to begin with, you know?
Oh. So you're modifying an already existing energy.
You could say that.
Is there a process for this that's documented, or is it just a thing?
To me, it's been intuitive. Though I do commune with the goddess Sehanin, so some of it I've been instructed.
Okay. And this communion, is there a process for that too?
Not one that I can easily describe.
Do you just think at Sehanin?
It's more of a prayer, and it happens when she knows that she's needed.
I should probably study some gods when we get back.
Maybe you should.
We'll pick out a good one for you, Iris.
Okay. Are there many?
Oh yeah.
Accessing Gaia Wiki. Okay. As the cart progresses, you eventually stop. I highlighted for you the top one is Treefell, and the bottom one is close to Oldwood. I realize it's a little bit more east than it normally would be, but
Oh, it's marked black. Oh well.
Oh, I see.
so yeah, it's a fair distance. Maybe I will move it because it's pissing me off. It's more like here.
Gotcha.
Okay. So, with that, you guys stop on the main road, kind of halfway here, to take your pee break. The cart will halt. All right, we're taking a quick little respite here. Relieve yourselves away from the cart, please. I'm going to feed the horses. We'll be on road around 10, 15 minutes from now, all right? Don't wander too far. I don't want to have to confine you. Charge you extra. All right. And he spits in another ding. Okay. You guys want to do anything? Garth will get out with the prisoner and head to like a tree somewhere, and he'll relieve himself as well, and the prisoner will. If you guys want to follow or just stay in the cart. Totally up to you. We can
Um,
breeze through this. Leave it
Just
open.
kind of stretch.
Yeah.
Limber
I'd like
up.
to get out. I'll say to Therathari because I noticed he was eyeing the guy. What do you think of Garth? What do you make of this?
Seems to me that something about his story. He's holding something back, but I don't know if it's just his nature or experience as a bounty hunter, or if there's actually any ill intent.
You think we should help out the other guy?
That's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
I think their business best be left alone, but I'll
I'm
keep an eye
not
on
one
them as
to leave business alone usually, but if you say so.
well. I just don't think it makes much sense to get into something before we're about to get into something.
No, I understand. We should focus on the task at hand. I just have a soft spot for people being dragged away to prison camps by bounty hunters, but maybe it's just me.
I found that out through years of therapy.
Whatever you think is best, but I'm prepared to at least undo his manacles if if we
I'll
think that
keep
would.
an eye on them.
All right.
They really well, I haven't said anything on the ride this far, and I hope to keep it that way. Perhaps the mystery will keep at least the mountain restrained, if not his guest.
Yep. Hopefully.
Okay.
All right. Done peeing.
Alrighty. If you are choosing to eat, mark off half a ration here, and
Sure.
you'll pile back into your cart.
Where do I
Garth,
keep those?
Garth will head in.
Oh, I keep them in the backpack. Let's see.
We'll do our 5-minute break at 8:30, and then carry through session till 9:30. So, about 20 minutes. All right. You all get back in the cart. Diego says, "All right, everybody in? Yeah, I don't care. We're going." And he'll yah the horses, and you'll head towards Oldwood. Okay. Along the way, Garth will kind of lean in. Are you still sitting beside him, Felix, or did you reorient yourself when you got in the cart for the second
I would
time?
have probably sat next to the other guy just in case. I
Ah.
don't plan to do anything, but in case I
Sure.
change my mind.
Is anyone sitting next to Garth at all?
No, Therathard has been across from him the whole time.
All right. Well, Garth will kind of lean. What do you say, Dan?
I would say I'll probably be across from him too, just from where I was.
Garth will kind of lean in and say, "So you said you have business in Oldwood, huh? What's You want a death mission here? Who sent you? Hope you're getting paid."
Yeah, we're on a job to recover something that was in a building.
In a building. Okay. You don't have to tell me. I'm just curious. That's all. I'd watch your backs over there. It's not a good place to be.
Yeah, we scouted it out yesterday, and it decided to come back more prepared. So hopefully, we should be good to go.
Do you have any insights for us, Garth? Any advice?
You know, a while back, maybe 5-6 years ago, I was coming through here. This is when I was newer to the area, at least for bounty hunting. I got a contract, some crazy lady in a tower in Answood contracted me to find somebody she was looking for. Channing something?
Oh. Okay.
You know the guy?
No. Just I think I have a friend back home. Same name, but doubt it's the same person.
I'll just kind of look at you weirdly.
Right. Well, Channing could be quite a common name. I mean,
Make a deception check, Felix.
Fuck. I'm decent at deception. Oh, no, it doesn't matter. 7.
Are you holding back from me there, Frank?
No. I didn't want to raise it. I don't know how the story ends. I don't know if you got the guy or not, but we ran into a Channing in town. It might be the same person, but odds are it's not.
What do you look like?
I'll describe him. I don't remember what he looked like, but
No. Anyway, he'll kind of turn his body away from you a little bit and into the rest of your party. Yeah, some lady, Meryl was her name, hired me to find somebody. She was looking for a long-lost student. Some bullshit. Mad with power, you know, typical maid shit. And he'll look at you, Therathari. No offense. Whatever you are. And...
non-arcane. But he's non-arcane. We're fine.
Maybe.
Yeah, gotta hate those arcane folk.
Yeah, I hate them. They're the worst.
I got no problem with them. It's just sometimes they can be a little uppity. Anyway, this guy Channing apparently left to test out some of his theories. I don't know. The contract was long and boring. I just looked at the price tag. It was fairly hefty. Some magical items and some good gold. Anyway, got to Oldwood, took a look around, as I'm sure you did, and pieced the fuck out. No money's worth that. All I know is some weird-ass creatures over there, and, fucks with your mind, man. Start seeing shit, hearing shit. It's not a good place to be. It's the reason why they gated it off and locked it.
Yeah, what's the deal with that too? Is everyone in Answood just fine with this going down like a few miles away?
Like I said, I distance myself from the Luminous for this kind of bullshit. Seems they deny it ever existed or there's any problem. You know, there's no problem, right? Pretty typical.
If the law says there's no problem, there's no problem.
Anyway, I just couldn't in good conscience let you fine folk wander into something that you were ill prepared for. Good luck, man. And whatever you are. Looks at Iris.
Just
But-
wave.
That's all I got for you. That one's free. Normally I charge, but like I said, it's an exceptionally shitty place, so I hope you take my word serious.
I appreciate the warning, and I'll tell you what, when we meet again, we'll tell you all about it.
That reminds me. He'll hand you his card. I'll charge you a friend fee, since we did ride together. Yeah, he hands you his card. That's just his name, and it is the like the organization he belongs to is the Ball and Chain Bounty Hunt.
Huh.
The old ball and chain.
That's us. If you ever need anything, you can ask for me by name or any one of us. We're all good, but I'm the best, as I'm sure you've deciphered.
Of course.
Okay, and with that, the carriage stops. All right, Oldwood folks, we're about as close as these horses will get. Still got some walking, but I got you as close as I can.
Right, appreciate the ride. Journey safe.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Tip his
And
hat.
good luck, my friend. And I'm not saying it to Garth. I'm saying it to the other guy. Just good luck, my friend.
He just kind of looks at you. Make an insight check on the guy.
13.
It looks like. Make an Arcana check.
Oh, jeez.
Uh-oh.
11.
It looks like he's under some sort of calming spell.
Oh,
Perpe-
okay.
perpetually-
So it wouldn't have done any good anyways.
Perpetually casted.
Cool.
Okay.
Glad I didn't waste my time.
All right, with that said, you guys have about 20 minutes of walking to do before you get to Oldwood. As the music perfectly transitions into an ominous and eerie.
All right, as we're walking to Oldwood, what's our plan here?
Yeah. So, one thing that I've been sort of coming up with in my head, those shroom shots have got me feeling exceptionally limber. I know we saw those things. We know they can run incredibly fast. I don't remember how fast, but I'm feeling spry. I think I could outrun them. Just,
Did we want to try like the whole alarm shenanigan and try to lure him away?
I think that might be a little bit too complicated. What I'm actually thinking now is if we run into any issues, I might try to just sprint off and distract them while you guys grab the thing. We rendezvous somewhere, maybe right here where we got dropped off, and easy as pie. We never have to come back.
I really think that splitting up is probably like a death sentence for you personally. I don't know how comfortable I feel with just being like, all right, see you, Felix.
I concur.
If
If
it comes
you get
to
caught
it,
by
that's an
yourself,
option.
you might die.
The thing is, I'm feeling so limber.
Right, Felix, I don't think you're like so limber. Like if there's like 20 of them, you'll just be able to piece right by them. I don't think you limber. I think those shroom shots really got you feeling too limber. For being honest here.
All right. Just keep it in mind. If it comes to it, that could be an option.
Well, if it comes to it, you better stop by me first so I can put a protection from good and evil on you. At least that'll maybe
All right. Yeah.
increase your odds a little bit.
What's our game plan though for extraction? Do we even know where we're going, or are we just kind of blind searching?
We have to go to the church, right?
Church, right?
You
Yes.
asked Meryl, and she told you it was in the far back of the town. From the
Right.
entrance.
It's
It was
like,
one of the
yeah,
first
at the
buildings
back.
built with a clock tower.
And so, it's been a while. It's been months. I forget how the gate works. Is the gate like immediately surrounding the town area, or is it?
The gate is it's completely walled in, and it's a wrought iron gate that surrounds the entire town.
It's
Not the gate
totally not open at the
that you guys did leave open and made sure to ask last session. You did unlock it. You broke the lock, and you left it open.
And not climbable.
It would be annoying, but probably doable.
I'm
think-
not very athletic. Anyway, just throwing that out there.
Well, I'm just thinking if we go through the main entrance that we used last time, we have to run through the whole town to get to where we're going.
I will.
Alternatively, we could walk around and just climb up, and then
I will say, I don't know if it came up, but the Oldwood itself is surrounded now by thick forest, as it's been
Oh, okay.
overgrown fairly badly.
So that's really not an option.
It is. It just might take a while, and you might
Yeah.
be braving some of the wilderness if you choose to do that. But it's totally could be doable.
Okay.
I know you said time is of the essence. You want to get out before nightfall. That may make it difficult, but it's still possible, for sure.
Right, Felix, you can turn people invisible, right? And then Iris, can you go invisible, or is that something that Felix did to you?
We can both.
I was able to do it once, but I wasn't sure how useful it would be going back. I can't do that today.
I was gonna.
I can.
All right. Well, that's at least you could turn
One
one
person.
additional person, or
Just one.
All right, just one person.
I don't need it though. I'm spry.
Felix is feeling spry. Well, I mean, we could turn.
Felix.
maybe-
That's the title of
No.
the session. I'm sorry.
Feeling spry.
I'm limber.
If you've got such capability, Felix, surely you can carry me with you.
Well, I didn't say I was feeling strong. Although I am feeling strong as well. I got that armor that I gave you like a little while back, donning it myself. So I'm feeling strong and spry.
Jared, I'm gonna put while we're walking over talking. I'm gonna put mage armor on myself.
All right, all of you make perception as well while you're talking as well.
Perception.
Larithari is he's keeping an eye on Felix. The stubbornness
17.
is a
15.
little more than usual.
I got a 12.
Fair enough. Okay, 15, 12.
It was perception, right?
Yep.
22.
Felix, what'd you get?
15.
Okay. All right. You notice as you're narrowing in here, probably within about a mile, little maybe 3/4 of a mile, maybe a little longer, that the sky above you, around this area, in about that radius, is perpetually under shadow. Not darkness, but heavy, thick cloud and fog. I skip this fucking song.
That's annoying.
Well, what I'm saying is, I mean, I can disguise myself to look like one of those creatures, and we can have another person go invisible. If we can like infiltrate in, like I want to avoid a fight if possible, and we do have those raven birds that are going to be watching, so like we got to fool them.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, okay. So I see where you're going with this, and I can cover myself with invisibility. But that's all. If we're talking infiltration, that's really all I can provide. Yeah.
What about Iris or Therathori? You guys have any like sneaky things you can do?
I don't have anything particularly sneaky at the moment. Sneaking is not really my strong suit.
I have some spare boot pads from long ago that I could lend one of you, or I guess give one of you. If you need.
Typically, my skill set involves bringing out the light, not hiding in shadow.
Yeah.
If we need them, I can take the footpads.
Sure. Yeah, they're yours. I'll hand them over to Iris.
All right.
So the foot pads give you advantage on one stealth roll.
Word.
Are those the same as the boots of the shadow that Therathari had or still has? Okay.
No, those are different.
Oh yeah, Therathari is like incredible at stealth. I forgot about that.
Yeah, you do have
Well-
an advantage stealth thing.
Well, he's got advantage, but
That's
that
pretty
doesn't
good.
mean his modifier
Better
is
than
gonna be
average
good.
stealth.
All right. Well, do you want to try to sneak in, or
I think it's worth a shot. I don't know. The thing is about the invisibility is like if we blow this, if I go invisible and then we give our position away, that'll just be a wasted spell.
right? What if I disguise myself? Like this is where I think we can do the whole alarm, distract them thing, right? Like if I go in, my disguise self is like a free. It's from that tattoo, so like I could do that, not waste a spell. Sneak in as one of them, do the alarm spell, and then like trigger
I'll
it.
give you Alfredo. Yeah, we can.
And with
Yeah.
Alfredo, I mean, I don't even think we really need Alfredo. I can trigger it.
But he could stay there. You could put it on some wall, and he could just fly into the wall, and then you could do whatever you need to do.
If you feel safe leaving Alfredo, I think I could set it to trigger. Like
If you
myself.
put it up high, I think we're fine. None of them had wings.
All right, then yeah, we can do something like that, and then we do that like at the bottom left corner, right? And
Right.
we're going to like the back, and then we just kind of pull their attention away.
Yeah,
That might give us the best chance to try to sneak in.
certainly. Let's try that, and then then we'll go from there.
All right, that sounds like a plan to me. I don't know if anyone else has any thoughts or ideas. All right, I think that's what we'll do then.
All right.
Okay. So I will switch scenes. And hopefully I split this up so that it's a little bit easier for everyone to load. But we'll find out. Just give it a second here. There's still a bunch of assets.
Whoop. Whoop. This map still looks sick as fuck.
So this should be the first half. And I'll wait for everyone to load in. And then once we get the load in signal, we'll take our 5-minute break. And we will proceed with the rest of the session. So waiting on Tom here.
I've pretty much loaded in, but the back third of the city is blank.
It's supposed to
I
be.
get-
I deleted all those assets so that it would reduce the load. So when we need to switch, I'll go to the
So when
second
we
half.
get there, we'll see it. Gotcha. Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah, the frame rate is like much more consistent for me than last
Yeah,
time.
this is great. Oh,
Well done.
I'm just now noticing like the backdrop. I'm sure that was
Oh,
there last
shit.
time. I just
Oh,
like,
yeah,
fuck.
it was.
that's so sick. Yeah.
Okay, so this is a perfect time to take our little 5-minute breather. We'll come back at 8:30 on the dot, and we'll finish out
Alright.
session for the last hour.
Cool.
No. All right. So with your plan formulated in your mind, are you invisible, Felix, or no?
No, not yet. It's an option.
I'll leave it there. You guys arrive at the outskirts of Oldwood, and if you recall, this main walkway is the entrance. The gate is further back, like probably here. Is the gate?
Shall we shut the gate upon
Well,
entry?
Hold on. Therathor is typically a good listener, but I think he was mentally writing something down when the plan was discussed. Can we hear it again?
Yeah, my thought is to use my disguise self to look like one of the creatures, sneak into a location that's the opposite of where we want to go, cast alarm, and then have Alfredo trigger the alarm, which will be like a loud noise to draw attention that will hopefully aid us in sneaking to where we want to go.
Okay. Very good. Thank you.
So then, I'm thinking to prevent anything else from getting in, because there is going to be a loud noise. That maybe we should shut the gate and try to lock it if possible.
Right. Well.
But then how do we get out quickly?
No, I mean maybe we can't afford to lock it. Maybe that's just not an option. I don't know. You're right.
What would you expect to come in behind us?
Well, if any of these things have gotten out, then they could come back in. And that would be bad. Also, we don't know what's out there. Bears, wargs. Still haven't seen one, but I've heard a lot about them.
Felix, I can't help but think you aren't thinking straight at all with this. Between feeling spry and wanting to lock ourselves in.
I'm no longer suggesting that we lock anything, but shutting the gate surely can't hurt, right?
I think it could.
It'll
Right.
take
Well.
some time to open them, I think.
Haven't you read the stories of Walking Dead? How many times do they get locked in the city?
Is that a necromancer book?
Something like that.
I think I know what you're talking about, but I mean the gate. It's a gate. We can open it and shut it. I guess it doesn't matter. I guess what I'm saying to myself is that if we could just open it like that, then anything could just open it like that. So it really doesn't matter.
I
Yeah,
say
so
we
you have
leave
to
it
trust
open.
yourself in the moment to open it successfully.
True.
Um,
We'll leave it open then. It's settled.
all right. Well, we got two ways we can go about this. I don't think I've seen one of these creatures, but I know you guys have. So you could either like describe it, and I could do my disguise self off that description, or I could try to sneak in, get a look at one, and then do the disguise self once I know what they look like.
Seeing as neither Iris nor I are wearing Therathari's ring, I think it would be best if you got a look.
All right, then I'll try to sneak in. Once you hear the alarm going off, you guys stay here, and once the alarm goes off, that's how you guys will know that we're.
God,
ready to
I
move
have a
forward.
question.
Yes.
So I know I can remove my eye as sort of like a quote unquote like a mini scouting thing.
Correct.
Were there any limitations on like my sensory deprivation when that happens? Like,
Yes.
Oh.
I believe when we initially discussed this, you would be at disadvantage for like dexterity-based checks, as well as if you were to attack with your eye out. You're effectively operating at half capacity.
You got really bad depth perception when that happens.
okay, so basically working at a find familiar. I'm asking for the idea of if I have my eye out, can I see through it and then still talk through my regular body?
Yes, you could do that.
Okay. Iris will say, if you think that's too dangerous, I can scout and try to describe. I'm not very particularly artistic, so it may not be as accurate, but it wouldn't put you in danger.
Would it put your eye in danger?
I can make it come back.
I mean, I think that sounds like a decent middle ground there. I'm not the stealthiest, so
Yeah, let's do it.
I will need
Okay.
to get a bit close to the gates. After a certain point, I lose track of where my eye is.
all right. I'll move up towards the gate with you, so we can
All right.
kind of do this.
If you'd like to make perception checks as you move up,
Sure.
and if you're stealthing, I invite you to stealth as well.
Yep. Perception
Okay.
is. Well, I'll just do both.
All right. Well, I got a 19 on my stealth, but a 5 on my perception. I'm focusing
Perception.
really hard on being stealthy.
Perception is a 16. Stealth, I have disadvantage on. Oh, that's a natural 1.
Well,
Iris does not stealth.
my perception was a 15 and my stealth was a 25, so hopefully that makes up for it.
Therathori?
18 stealth, 11 perception.
All right. As you guys approach, you see, again, it's almost like a mile radius exactly, it feels like. There is the shroud cover of cloud, heavy cloud and fog, no rain or precipitation, and the air in this mile radius is cool. You were once in mid 80 degree weather, very little wind, and very humid. Now you are what feels like, or in what feels like low 70s, and an ever-present, like, chill. Kind of like you're constantly under, like, cold mist, and as a result, you have goosebumps and the hair on your neck instinctively stands up. Something about this place is fucked in more than one way, and you can feel that manifest physically. As you approach, you can see when the fog kind of evaporates as it moves up, every so often on top of the roofs of the buildings are crows. Purple eyes looking out at you. Dark purple eyes. With perception of 19, which was Jara, I believe.
No, that was my stealth.
Oh,
I got a perception
sorry.
of 5.
Perception of 25. That was Felix.
No, I thought Felix's stealth was 25.
I got stealth
Oh.
25, perception 15.
Okay, I had it on the reverse line. Yes. Okay. So the highest perception was 16, correct?
Mhm.
With a perception of 16, you notice one perfect transition. Let's go. One crow in particular has green eyes, and it is looking in your direction thanks to Iris's scuffle as she walks forward. You hear a emanate as all of the birds at once look at you as you approach the gate.
Oh, well.
What do you do?
Well,
How far
that's-
away is this bird?
They're on the roofs, so like whatever that distance would be. The green one in particular, I'll say, is on top of the chimney here. Let's call it.
Jared,
Mhm.
are there supposed to be these guys? Are they
Where?
leftovers? There's like these Victorian gentlemen.
Yeah,
those were the standards we used for the
I
creatures.
think it was
yeah.
last
I
time,
actually
right?
I have them now. If you find them, just bring them to the front and I'll delete them.
Okay.
Can't hide from us, Victorian gentlemen.
Yeah, your
True.
time has come.
Look at this distinguished gentleman. All right.
You said the
Um,
green one is on the roof here.
The green one in particular is on the chimney.
What if I climb up and kill it?
Well, I think you'd probably fly away. Or,
Wouldn't it be
But-
better flown away than here staring at us?
well, what if I just try to kill it with like?
Well, it
a
knows we're
spell?
here now, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Am I within 120 feet of this crow?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna cast message.
Go ahead.
Oh god.
Does Iris speak crow?
Hello? I
Uh,
can see you.
You get a voice back in your mind. Let me turn the music down a little bit. You get a voice back in your mind. Huh. Look at. Look at. On clock. On cycle. This continues.
Well,
I'll message one more time. Can you hear me?
It just keeps tilting its head as it looks at you. And on the last one, its eyes shift from green to purple as it kind of just almost looks like it snaps out. And in your peripheral, you can see another one light up green. And it looks at you.
How far away is that one?
We'll say on the roof over here where my cursor is.
Okay, still generally within 120 feet.
Yeah, give or take. Not a big deal.
Okay, I'll look over to that other one and I'll cast message again. Are you trying to hide from us? We know you're there.
This one. You hear in your mind, I won't do it because I'll scare the shit out of my cat, a loud scream. Like a human scream of pure anguish and pain.
Oh,
radiating
That's
your mind.
unpleasant.
All right. Well, we want to move forward with our plan, I guess.
Yeah, I think so.
Make an
Yeah,
insight check on that scream, Iris.
Oh boy. Insight. 8.
8. You kind of maybe heard a cry of help.
That was unsettling. These birds can scream.
All right. Well, that's not creepy as shit, Iris.
If only we were doing this in October. That's all right.
Right.
We can put it off more.
Yeah. Let's.
Yeah, all right.
You know? More one
That's-
shots.
Yeah.
Let's. I think we should just move forward with the plan, and hope that whomever is watching us isn't like communicating with the monsters, because that would be
Yeah,
quite
let's just
tragic for me.
I will go ahead and remove the little eye and let it start roaming around the area to try and find a weirdo creature.
Okay. I will add, Iris, now that your iris is rolling on the floor, you do notice and even recollect the faint green energy glow, magical glow that's randomly placed in locations is the same exact one that the bird's eyes change to. All right, where are you going?
Whoop, that's a blindfold. I'm going to just have the eye roll around in the general vicinity to try and find whichever rabbit-ass creatures were in this area.
Okay, I will, as I did before, draw out some barriers for which you will need to reroll perceptions and stuff. That is one. This zone is another. This zone you kind of covered coming in, so you're fine there.
Mhm. Okay.
So you tell me you're going left then, or you're going right?
I went right last time, so I'm gonna keep going right.
Okay. Give me one sec here. Just so it's a little more... just so it's a little, like, you can kind of visualize things better, I'll get an actual raven. Or it's not a raven, it's supposed to be a crow, but they don't actually have crows.
Corvids are corvids for the purposes of minis.
It's
And
a
then-
blackbird. It'll be fine.
Make it blue. All right, so you're going right, you said?
Yep.
Okay, so you can move your character. You'll kind of...
Yeah, so once Iris's Eye has looked around and seen this is relatively free of creatures, she'll just keep moving forward.
Okay. Make me a perception check when you get to up front there.
Okay, so she'll probably move up to this building and then let the eye keep moving.
Okay.
Perception of... Oh, that's another natural 20.
Okay.
We take those.
I don't know what that was. All right. What you see looking through your view, I'm just going to go down to your level. I assume you'll be a little bit out further, right? You'll actually have to reroll stealth here. Oh, no, you're an eye. It doesn't matter. What you see is there's a bird. Where did he go? He's here.
Been floating in midair
Yeah,
up here.
Yeah. There's a bird positioned on this roof here. Nailed it. Does not seem to notice the eye. Instead is staring towards the front gate. And you see as the eye rolls forward, directly down here in this corridor, I will get the object. Give me a sec. No one look in this bag. You're not allowed to.
It's the cleanup bag.
A mutilated figure that is leaning against the wall here. And it looks like... Well, would you be able to see from this distance? You don't know what he's doing. He's leaning against the wall. Seems like his arms are moving, scratching the wall. And you hear a faint little click. Actually, you wouldn't hear. You have an eye.
Yeah, I'm an eye. Alright, 100 feet wouldn't get me there. Iris will probably move closer to up here. And then the eye would be able to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. Could I borrow a raven figure to stand in as my eye?
Sure. Let me copy it for you. And I'll change the color. Purple.
Alright. I'm gonna make my eye go about right here. That's 100 feet. That's 100 feet.
Okay. This will be an odd request, but roll a stealth for the eyeball.
Sure.
We'll
Should I
say-
add anything to it?
We'll say for the purpose of this, what's like a mouse? A mouse. A mouse has +1 dex.
Awesome. So just +1?
Yeah.
Sweet. 5.
Okay. As you roll forward, the bird up here turns, moves to the edge, and swoops down to pick you up.
Oh no. Bird's eye view though.
I will roll to see. It's a natural 19. And it scoops you up and begins to fly. Fly away. What are you doing? Anything?
Let's see. I am.
Gonna have to get that replaced.
As an action, I'm going to make it reappear in my eye socket.
Okay.
All
Thank
right.
God. Oh man.
Hey, maybe you should have seen where it. I guess you wouldn't be able.
The
I was
view
just
is
gonna-
just the bottom of its talons.
I was just gonna feel it like regenerate in her eye socket. Ooh, should have seen that coming.
All right.
I'm going to cast message on Jara.
You
Okay.
see out of the corner of your eye
Oh, well, that's
coming up. Why is there no music? No song. One sec. There we go. Out of the corner of your eye, you see a disfigured humanoid creature with ruby red skin, almost like when you strip the skin off of a skeleton, you can see the muscle fibers.
Ugh.
It's slimy It's got these hands that come out that don't look like hands. Instead, they look like hooks on both hands. From the corner of your eye at this distance, you can kind of see its eyes are completely, it's just sockets. It's got sharpened fangs and large open mouth. And you can see its body's covered in like this gooey like red liquid, and it's got scarring, sutures it looks like. And it's just kind of stumbling about, and from your best perception here, you can kind of sense that it's echolocating.
Oh, that's not good. Is there like a stone nearby me or like a pebble or anything?
Sure. If you are going to move at all, you need to make a stealth check.
Is there one like close to me, or like will I have to move around to pick one up?
Yeah, it's the process of bending down that will get you here.
Oh no. Okay, worm. Hold on. Let me check my inventory real quick.
Do any of us have sight on Iris?
Yeah, if you're standing by the gate, you can directly see her.
How far away is
We don't
she?
know she's in danger though. Like the zombie would, or the whatever it is, would be out of sight. Right? I'm assuming.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't be able to see the creature.
Would I be able to see Iris? Like, how far away am I from Iris?
You're double whatever distance this is, so you can count basically double that.
Would that be more than 60 feet?
Yeah,
I'm
most
likely
definitely.
more than
Okay.
60 feet.
probably like 130 or so.
Alrighty.
That's
What's the deal
not
here, Iris?
Good. I am. This is gonna sound really, really weird. I'm going to pull out my eye.
Okay.
I'm going to use my magical tinkering artificer ability. I'm
Okay.
going to imbue it with the sound of like the human scream that I heard earlier, and I'm gonna delay it for 6 seconds.
Now, let me ask you a question here. Are any of these require verbal?
Let me double check. Magical tinkering. Do-do-do-do. You just touch a tiny non-magical. Oh wait, nope. It's got to be non-magical. Can't be the eye. Shit. Do-do-do-do-do.
I'd have to pick up the rock.
As you're deliberating,
Oh yeah. She's like, oh wait, can't do that.
He's short circuiting.
I feel like her next best
Does not
bet,
compute.
she would try and grab like a dagger on her person.
Okay.
That one's non-magical, and that one she'll cast. She'll do the magical tinkering on. We're gonna make that one. Do.
trying to get in there.
Oh, I have to. Oh fuck! I have to. It has to be tapped by a creature. Fuck it. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to make it emit the really blood-curdling human scream that I got back from that one crow.
All right, so repeat. What are you touching? In I know what you're imbuing it with, but what are you?
It is
touching?
a dagger that I have on my person,
Okay.
and I'm
You
going to imbue
quietly
it.
unsheath it.
As soon as it starts screaming, I'm going to throw it in its direction, but like over here-ish.
Okay, make a dexterity check.
Oh boy, dexterity.
If you all out here would like to make me perception to see if you can see the mutated creature on top of the
fucker.
balcony.
I got a 9.
I got
If-
a 18 or 19.
Okay, if you get above a 16, you can see it.
Okay.
Just nuts.
Right, so if you get above 16, you're good.
While all this is going on, Felix is gonna drink his elixir of swiftness.
Okay. What happened,
That's
Paul?
all. That's all.
One of these cats took a shit, and I'm pretty sure they didn't cover it. Because I can smell it from my desk.
No, this is immersion. I actually we colluded this. Like this is
Yeah, this is the smell of.
this is the
city.
smell of the city. Of
God,
the
these
old
damn.
one.
These cats. It was a ruse. Anyway, so I rolled a 3 on my dexterity check.
Okay. The dagger lands. How many? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 12. Perfect. A D12. All right. It lands 9 spots away from you in a diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It lands right here. Immediately, this loud, blood-curdling screech of pure anguish and terror. Those of you who rolled perception over a 12 could hear it's a loud, elongated, just shriek of help. It's
Man, I
literally
don't
the
even hear
word
that
help.
scream.
Yeah, right? Because I believe that's exactly what Iris tried to do, is imbue it.
Yep, the same really weird blood-curdling scream that I heard during the message.
And it lands, ding, 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 as this scream is going. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh boy.
It's going to be a little bit difficult for you guys, so for the sake of this, I'm moving you here.
Okay.
So that you're on the board.
I am killing the rolls today. I
Yeah,
got a 6.
All right, give me a sec here.
I mean that sarcastically, Tony.
My bad.
Give me a sec. Let me change the music and get this initiative order going.
Can I add a D12 to my initiative?
No, it's standard inspiration.
Okay.
Wasn't initiative technically just a dexterity check?
Yeah, but I think it explicitly excludes.
It's fine.
Initiative.
I got a good enough roll. I'm happy with my initiative. Just wondering.
Out of curiosity.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. So 25 to 20. Okay. 19 to 15. Wow, you guys are-
Yeah, 18.
18 for Felix. 14 to 10.
11.
Okay, 11 for Iris. 9 to 5.
I got a 6.
Thera, what
I
did
got
you
an 8.
roll? Oh, you got an 8. Okay. So Thera gets an 8. And Jar is bringing up the rear with a 6.
Makes sense because I rolled like a 7 perception, so I don't even hear the scream from the dagger go.
No, that you definitely do hear.
You said a perception of 9, and I
Well-
was like, I didn't even hear that.
No, that's if you didn't hear it say help. You just heard it scream.
Oh, okay.
All right. This is a little bit too casual of music. You are, after all, in a haunted, abandoned city. Okay. That's a little upset with that.
Now I'm fighting a boss in like Dark Souls or Elden Ring.
True. What's going on here? It literally skipped every song.
I heard you talking shit.
This is ridiculous. Okay. God bless. All right. So, top of the round. Well, first of all, you guys hear this blood-curdling scream. Put you on actual square. As your companion Iris, you watch, cocks back and throws a dagger that goes like maybe 30 feet. And as the scream echoes out, you can hear and watch all of the crows call to each other and flap away into the distance, into Oldwood proper, away from the entrance here. And you hear all around Oldwood, from almost every direction you can conceive of, loud screeches in response. As whatever was here, however many, are now awake to the fact that there are intruders. And with that, the first to go here is this guy in the back. All the
I
way.
see I've alerted the horde.
You sure have.
Right. Not exactly what we wanted to do, Iris, but you got the spirit of it.
All right. Let me just put on the grid for this. All right, this guy will run.
Wireless headset, but I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm. And use its full movement, which is...
5 feet.
Yeah, you're right.
1 square. These guys are slow.
50 feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then another 50 for the dash.
Jesus
2,
Christ!
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's underneath there, sorry. He's right there.
Jumps all the way up.
All right, you watch Iris as behind you, in a literal blur, I just ran 100 feet. In the blink of an eye, this creature appears, screeching at you. This one does have eyes, although they are solid white, so you're not sure how much use they can bring out of it. But its appendages look disfigured and dismantled and almost like twisted. Like its arm is like backwards, and its leg and feet are like twisted in, almost like its knee is broken. And you can see as it comes close and screeches at you, its mouth opens and a jaw unhinges, and you can see rows of
Jesus.
teeth as it screeches at you. This horrific creature. That will end its turn. Felix, you are up.
All right. I need to do some counting. All right. Felix is going to cast on himself. I think, yeah, let's do it. Felix is going to cast Long Strider on himself.
Feels spry.
Feeling real spry.
Yeah, feeling super spry.
As spry as those creatures, I'm sure.
More. And then
think
as a
it doubles
bonus
his movement.
action,
Yeah.
no, Long Strider just gives me 10, but I'm up to 50. And then as a bonus action, I'd like to cast Expeditious Retreat.
Okay.
All right. So what that essentially allows me to do is I'm going to move 50 feet. By the way, I'm giving Alfredo to Jara in case the plan is still on. I don't know if it is. But 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 is where I will stay. And then, well, not stay. And then as my bonus action, Expeditious Retreat allows me to dash as a bonus action. So 10, 20, 30. Wait, hold on. 10, 20, 30. Okay. Which direction do I want to go? I guess 10,
That is the question.
20, 30, 40.
Can you dash this turn? Didn't you do 2 spells?
50. No, Expeditious Retreat, like, dashing is part of the spell. Like, I can do it at the same time that I cast it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my action was Long Strider, my bonus
Gotcha.
action was Expeditious Retreat, plus the movement that it gives me.
Gotcha.
So I'm right next to this thing. I'm trying to get it to... trying to distract it so that Iris is safe.
Okay.
Running further into the belly of the beast.
Make a perception check.
6.
Okay. All you notice is that where this green glow is, there seems to be, coming from the wall, it looks like, somehow, appendages leaving as though they are trying to enter the space in front of the green glow.
Appendages are like crawling out of the wall, basically, is what you're saying?
Where the green glow is. That's all you can see
Oh
with
my
the 6.
God. And what else was I gonna say? I forget. I mean, I've done all I can, but I had like a question or something. Well, whatever. If I think of it, I'll ask.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're fine. It was gone before you started talking.
Okay, so that will end your turn. So you watch as Felix zips, almost as actually faster than the mutated creatures, which are not Strahd zombies, but they're a good holder. All right, Felix is done. It is now B guy goes. I will roll for this. Okay. He will take a few steps forward. Actually, he won't. He'll stay here, take a step back. He's over here. And you watch as his hook arms extend 10 feet. Is that? Yeah, he'll need to be one in. And
Yeah, what the fuck?
hook, kind of cross hook this dagger that it now knows is not a humanoid. And you watch as the arms extend, kind of like pulling out from the body. You watch as the muscle fibers extend and tighten as this creature swipes at this empty space and notices that it's an empty space. It will give out a shriek, and then move. So 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Right there. It does not necessarily know you're there, Iris. However, it did hear Felix.
By the way, I remembered what I was going to say. I am concentrating on expedition.
Oh, thank you. I will get that for you. Statuses. There you are, Felix. I'll make it smaller. Go ahead and grab it.
Oh. Where? I'm sorry, where?
Right here.
Gotcha.
And then you can plop it under you or around you. All right.
Yeah.
With that, it is C Guy's turn. While B Guy went, you can hear him clicking, almost in a language-like kind of manner. And C Guy will turn. And I will have to do the grid projection onto these. Oh, by the way, Iris, you're on deck here.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Actually, this would be 40 equivalent. So he's going to go here. I'll turn the grid projection. What? Did this not show? Grid. I guess there's no grid for that. Wait, what just happened?
Zombie B just flipped over.
Okay.
Fixed.
So then here, and then he's going to leap down as his action, using the rest of his movement to do so. We will land. Boom. Okay, this guy, you can see his arms have been basically the bones of his, I forget the name of the bone of your arm. It's not your femur, obviously. Fibula? Fibula? I don't know. Whatever. His arm bones have been basically sharpened. And instead of having hands, he has these sharpened bone swords.
Jesus.
And he is similarly... There's some bits of skin on him, but not much. These are frightening creatures. Truly frightening. That will end his turn. Just a round of movement for him. And then, as a lair action, kind of.
Yes. Oh, Christ.
As a town action.
As a town, as a village action, there's going to be an additional
Oh,
friend
God.
pop
That's
out
even worse.
of the wall
Popped out the wall.
where the green glow is.
Well, I don't know that.
And as he pops out, Felix, you can kind of see it looks like he's leaving like no better way to say this, like a sack of some kind, you know, kind of like he's like from an
Like
egg
a
sack.
spawning pool.
Kind of, yeah. And you can see as he's leaving this portal, he's kind of congealing into a form. Okay. Now it is Iris's turn.
Okay. So I just saw one fucking super sprint at me. I saw one just try to hook swords one, and then I just saw a bone swords man jump down in front of Felix. Oh, okay. Oh, that's not good. I am going to. I'm gonna use my action to cast Enlarge on myself.
Okay.
Let's
What
fucking
size would
go.
you like to go?
I will show. I will double my size, so I'll go to large.
Uh,
Harder with hexes,
Ooh, sorry.
I feel like.
Oh,
Oh, there we go.
There
That's
we go.
large. Dang. Thick.
Are you concentrating or what?
Yes, that is concentration.
Okay, I will duplicate Felix's
Yo,
and make it
Iris
larger for you.
is Fucking thick.
I think I can make this work and just
You're really concentrating.
Transformers robots in disguise.
Fucking huge.
Okay.
And knowing that they all sort of echolocate, I'm gonna start moving. Jesus Christ, that's a lot. Let's see. Can I get underneath here?
Yeah, if you zoom
Uh,
in, you have more fidelity.
Okay. Oh dear. Oh god.
Oh
dying.
no, it's like a
Big.
meteor.
I'm gonna try and get.
Move just the concentration thing. How about, and then just place yourself wherever you end up.
Yeah.
Are you
that-
trying to get under
that
the
one.
bridge?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's put
Where?
myself like here.
Good enough.
No.
Good enough.
Bonus action. I'm going
No.
to use one of my
Ruined it.
charges of defensive field. So I'm gonna give myself 5 temporary hit points.
Okay.
And I want to make sure that as I'm enlarged and running, I am making as much noise as I possibly can. It's tank time, baby.
All right. Iris's voice is deeper. Her body has doubled in size, and she's stomping her way through the courtyard underneath this bridge that is now almost head height. Okay. Iris,
That is my turn.
you're at a unique advantage here to see things. Roll me a perception check.
Perception. Do I get any bonus here, or is just like perception by
DC will
nature
be
being
lower.
taller? Okay,
Uh,
13.
Okay, that was tying the DC. So well done. You see in the distance, back over here, where my cursor is hovering, you see in the distance here, something is flying through the fog.
Oh my god.
Oh, something's flying at us. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Thera, you are up, my friend.
Good thing.
With a look of defeat.
Well, Thera, I'm glad we went through all this planning.
Yeah, so much for all of that. Let's try to stick together. And with that, he will move.
Okay, go ahead.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess it sort of makes sense to dash. Yeah, I'll move an additional 1, 2, 3.
Just to make it easier to see over here, I'll just pop a little light for you.
Ah.
Alright. Yep, that's gonna be Therathar's position.
Okay.
Movement and action. Complete. No bonus action.
All right. Jara, bringing up the rear here.
All right, 1, 2, 5, 6. So I move there. Yep. Alfredo's gonna be. Is his?
His directive is just to follow you.
Yeah, he's just gonna follow me. I mean, the dagger's still shrieking, right?
I believe, does it end at your turn, Tenley, or when does it end?
Henley. What was it?
Not Tenley, Jesus Christ, Iris.
Yeah, that threw me off. What was the question?
When does your shrieking dagger end?
6 seconds.
Yeah, so at the end of your turn.
All right. Well, I'm doing. Then Iris is stomping around, so I guess I'm not gonna do my aid plan anymore. I am. How far does that go? 30 feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I'm gonna wait. I'm going to use frostbite on Zombie B over there. Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw for the
Yeah.
zombie. I don't know what this song is. Yeah. All right. Constitution. 12.
All right, fails. So it's gonna take damage. It takes 6 points of cold damage,
Okay.
and it has disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn.
All right. Okay. Oop. All right. Will that end your turn?
6 creature. I don't think I'm going to use a bonus action. My bonus action will be just to kind of, I don't know who's near me to hear. I don't know if
Farah is, but
Felix or Iris will hear me, but I'll be like, I guess we'll just keep moving to the church.
Jara, having attacked this creature and it turning to look at you, you make eye contact. I need you to make a.
No, I look away.
I need you to. I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Is this for charmed or frightened?
Are you asking for a specific reason?
Yeah, because my necklace gives me advantage.
Yeah, you have advantage.
Okay. So you said charisma?
Yep.
Right. All right. I got a 17.
As you stare into the sockets where the eyes would be of this incredibly mutated, probably once human creature, its mouth, jaw unhinges, and you can see the rows of teeth, not dissimilar to the other one. And this feeling of dread and fear rolls over you. You are just able to shake it off.
Oh, thank God.
As this monstrosity truly before you. You question the reason you came here and if it still is a viable path. However, you are reaffirmed in your initial assumption that whatever is going on here is really bad.
The rest of my bonus action goes, I just go, shit, he's got scary as fuck.
All right. Jara's up. We'll do one more round of combat and we'll call it a night. But I get to actually attack. All right. So this guy will go. This is the one, if you remember, Zombie A is the one with like the malformed arms and like they were like
This is the super fast mode.
Yes.
Super fast mode. Ah!
And with that, because he's so fast, he gets 4 attacks on
what
you,
the fuck?
Iris.
Oh my god.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
You can see its dismantled figure snaps and shifts as it, with inhuman speed, begins to attack you with its sharpened claws. The first is a 21.
Does not hit.
Second
Whoa, snap.
is a 27.
That one.
Oh
will.
my
Yes.
god.
The third is, nope, that's a 17.
We might be
Nope.
fucked.
The fourth is a 22.
That one just hits.
All right, so 2
Oh.
hits.
Wait, they only do like 1d4 damage, Casper. Good.
God, I hope.
All right, in total, you will take 13 points of slashing.
Okay.
And,
13.
I need you to make a con save.
Okay, let me make a concentration check on the enlarge reduce again as well.
Sure.
Okay, there's 2 hits, so okay, that is a 25 on the first one
Yeah, you're good.
and a 14 on the second one, and then a con save for whatever this is a 12.
Okay, you actually fail.
Oh, geez.
So you are considered bleeding.
Ah.
Oh, that's not good.
You watch as the wound that was swiped across you festers and refuses to close or clot. I don't know if I have anything that has bleed on it, but we'll see. Oop. Oh, I'm just gonna put blood mark. I think that's good enough. That's good enough.
Yeah, it sounds reasonable.
Oh, where'd it go? All right, so you are bleeding. You don't know what that means yet. However, you can put together that it's probably not good.
Iris is more concerned. Is it like actual blood coming out of
It is going to be leaking your life essence.
her? Real concerned if there was blood. Oh boy.
Oh,
Actually,
you're
isn't it-
asking literally the liquid.
Yeah, like is my blood
Oh.
purple?
What
Like,
color would you like it to
wasn't
be?
it? So I had no idea what.
Your skin is purple.
Yeah, I know my skin's purple. Didn't I cut myself experimentally a couple months ago?
Oh, yes, I believe you
Was
did.
it- I think my flesh arm blood is also purple.
Yeah, I believe
But I don't
so.
know what the life essence of the mechanical body is. I don't know what color's coming out.
Oh, whatever color you want your mechanical blood to be.
That one, we'll make that one blue.
Okay.
We'll make that
So
one
you
blue.
are going to be leaking blue fluid. All right. That will end A's turn. Felix, you're up.
Felix is going to turn back to Iris and say, fight or flight. Is she able to respond?
I'll say sure.
Let's get back with everyone else.
What? I think that time has passed.
Okay, run.
Okay. All right, so remind me how the rule. Oh, actually, am I within like striking distance of either of these? Do I have to worry about reaction attacks or attacks of opportunity?
You haven't.
Depends-
Yeah, you haven't been. You have no idea from a range perspective.
Depends on what their attack range is.
Yeah, you can maybe, if you want, you can maybe roll like an intelligence check to see if you can muster.
Would that be an action or any part of my turn officially?
I'll consider that to be like part of your action if you're choosing, because you're going to act off of it.
Okay, so it's part of my action.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just general intelligence?
Yep.
19.
You have a pretty good feeling the one that attacked Iris is kind of bound to the 5-foot space, and seeing the bone saws essentially of this one in front of you, melee is probably its forte as well.
Okay. Well, that being the case then, Felix will shout, complete the mission! And
The party splits.
not totally. Oh god, my rotation radius or whatever.
Where are you running
You
to?
gotta change it to 15.
Okay.
You can
I'm
also
gonna-
hold it and then mouse wheel for finer grain.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's what I do.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay.
Everyone does it.
One. All right. Felix is
Learn
gonna
something
run
today.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Do I see anything down this stretch?
One. All right, go ahead and make a perception check. This will be effectively your bonus action.
Oh, well,
Combining these.
okay. I mean, I'm not gonna look then, I guess.
Or, yeah, because you used a check to do an action, so this would be your bonus action, or you could forego the check.
I haven't acted yet. Like, that's what I was confused. So,
All right, so then why don't we do this? I'll couple that check in with your movement.
okay.
Going forward, you're only allowed 2 active checks a turn. So you'll have 1 more active check if you'd like to perceive something.
And by active check, do you mean like that
That
is
doesn't
it a free action?
necessarily. It's part of your
Okay.
movement, action, or bonus action. It's part of.
Okay, then as part of my action, then
Sure.
I would like to look down the alley here and see what I see.
Okay. Looking down the alley, make your perception check.
19. Again,
Okay.
really good.
That is very good. You don't see anything that's worrying as of yet.
As
Uh,
of yet.
What you do see is it's relatively open. I removed a bunch of debris to keep resources low on this map. There would be debris, but
Okay.
effectively no creatures you can see. There's no green glow, which is promising.
That's good.
Just dilapidated buildings and structure.
Okay. Then I will use my action to dash.
Sure.
5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 50. And then my bonus action to dash.
Okay.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30,
Felix is leaving us to
40.
die.
50.
Okay.
And then I will shout from over here. I will turn around, not leaving my party members to die. Come and get me!
Okay. You
As loud
shout.
as I can.
You definitely hear movement. All right. That end your turn?
Yeah.
All right. This is a weird song. Two things happen. The first thing that happens is the creature that was flying before beelines it.
It's just a bird. No big deal.
And it will beeline it to Felix. And it is considered... Okay. Good. Is that the right size that I wanted? A little bit bigger. One
Not another
sec.
goddamn vampire. I swear to God.
No, it's not. It's not a bat either. What it is it's a winged horror essentially,
God.
which is a heavily mutilated something. You're not sure.
Oh, dear God.
That has wings and very, very, very good perception. This is what it's made for, and it will dive bomb you. All right. With that. It's not going to pick you up. It's literally just going to use its talons to scratch you as its wings come forward and it stops a little bit. That is a 14.
That'll miss.
Okay. You watch as the wings come down, the talons come out. These bony talons that are like barbed, serrated at the end. And you manage to duck out as it swoops over you. And it will turn, double back, and make one final attack with its mouth. That is a 16. Not very good.
That'll miss as well.
And you manage to duck out of the way of that. Getting a good look at it, you can see that its eyes are colored green, and it seems that the body itself, the wings, perhaps are maneuverable, if you'll catch my drift. As in, like, added on after the fact.
Oh,
Okay.
these things are fucked.
Felix. All right, that one. I'll breeze through these two. D rolled pretty poorly. This will be the last round of combat, just so everybody knows. All right, so B will go. B will make a perception check. Natural 20.
Oh,
It's going
dear.
right for you, Jara.
Oh, no.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. All right, it has disadvantage to hit you, right?
Just the first attack.
Okay. It will stand back then. Its arms will extend with the hook claws, and it will make an attempt to hook you with disadvantage. With disadvantage, that is a 14 to hit.
Miss. Nice.
Okay. The hook claw swings wide. You're able to duck it. You hear it
Disadvantage pays off.
whiz over your head, and it will attempt to hook you again with the other one.
Rip.
That is a natural 16.
Yep.
Oof.
All right, you take 5 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
I need you to make a dex save.
Okay. That is a natural 20 for 22.
Okay. You feel the hook dig into you and attempt to pull you closer. As it's pulling you closer, you see its torso where these lacerations were open,
Oh,
and a
God.
second mouth
Oh dear.
is
It's
there.
Like, it's
However-
like one of those marionette things from Elden
Yes.
Ring.
Yes. And you're not moved, which is good. It's no longer disadvantaged. However, its claw is still in you, but you are not moving. All right. C will go. C has the bone saws. It's going to run up at you, Iris. And it makes 2 attacks.
Come on, 22 AC.
That misses. That's a 20. Unnatural, so that misses. Both miss. Swings wide. Or actually, it hits you, but your constitution is so high now, or that your armor is harder to pierce.
Just kind of taking it.
All right, Iris, then Thera's on deck after Iris.
Okay. Bonus action. I'm going to use my second charge of the defensive field, so I'm getting 5 more temporary hit points.
Oh, at the start of your turn, I need you to roll me a d6.
Ah, son of a bitch. All right. Let me figure out that damage first. It's a 1.
All right, you lose 1 health.
Okay. Oh, that's all right. 1. Okay. Oh. What is? Oh, that's. Oh no. She's just like looking at the blue that's starting to ooze out of her butt. That's not good. She's going to. So I'm gonna bonus action. I'll turn on that defensive field again to give myself some temporary hit points. And then as an action, I'm going to do my best Therathari impression to start channeling some light. And I'm going to cast Word of Radiance on myself. I need both of these guys to make Constitution saving throws.
Okay, with pleasure. First one, guy on the left with the bone saws, is a 17.
That will succeed. That is my DC.
Guy on the right is a natural 18.
Son of a bitch.
So does anything happen to them?
No, unfortunately. She's like, okay. And then just like a blast of radiant energy. Oh, I thought that would do something.
You might need
just
more
saying-
study.
She looks over to Therathari. Did I do something wrong?
All right.
And that's my turn.
And it is Thera's turn.
Okay. He's had a while to think about how this is going to turn out. He doesn't like it.
I will add, there is a window to your right if you choose to go in the building.
Okay. I guess that's the thing.
Because you can go in there, like you can zoom in. Totally up to you.
Okay. That might make sense. But okay, so how's line of sight work for these guys beyond Iris?
You mean, can they see you?
So like essentially, I'm wondering how many spaces Iris takes up in her large form.
I believe that's 2x2 or 3x3.
2x2
2x2.
for squares.
All right,
So effectively
So-
4 hexes still.
maybe like along this line, I'd be able to see this dude. Yeah, something like that.
Oh, you could probably see through Iris's legs. You can see them.
Or her legs even, so I could stand here and shoot something at them.
Oh, if you want to shoot, you'd probably have to move. But if you wanted to just see them, like if it's a thing where you can spawn something around them in AOE like that, then, or like placing a sphere. But if you're gonna shoot, you'd probably want to move. Yeah.
Yeah, I was hoping to shoot at them. All right, so let's I guess just move 2 spaces here,
Sure.
and we'll do a bolt at them. Which kind of bolt? What's it called? Guiding bolt.
Okay.
Level 1. So this will be plus 7. 17.
That will hit.
Alright. This will take 46 radiant damage.
Yep.
Plus anything? Yes. Next attack roll gets advantage because it will be glittering. Like, oops. Yeah. 3 plus 5 is 8. Off the table. Plus 5 is 13. It's pretty good. Plus 4 is 17.
17 damage.
Radiant. Radiant
That's
damage,
awesome.
yes. Hopefully
Alright.
radiant matters in this.
Make a
fight.
medicine check.
A medicine check?
Yep.
I'm suck at that, but it's wisdom, so hey, 17.
Okay, you notice that radiant damage does in fact hurt it quite a bit. It's not out of game. It's not double, but it's more than your normal attack.
Okay.
All right.
Just try again, Iris. Radiant should hurt it.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay, so
Mhm.
Therathari with the rest of his movement would like to go in the building, as you mentioned.
Okay.
So 2 more, and then I suppose probably it takes 2 to go in the window.
Yeah, and you'll be on
Alright, so
let's see
he
if I
goes
can get you.
immediately inside.
See if I can get you in there 1 sec. Take some maneuvering here.
He doesn't really have to be, like, just for the purposes, we could just remember he's inside.
Okay.
Like,
Let's
tilt him
see.
sideways, I don't know.
I got you.
Alright.
You can see him through the window.
Is there anything he sees there upon
Make
entering?
You can make a perception check.
Alright. It's a 19.
In here, you can see this is at one point it was a bedroom. The bed is completely broken. The frame is broken. The sheets that were there are ratted and torn. And you can see on the walls are runes, not runes, but arcanic inscriptions. You would recognize this as abyssal. I don't know if you speak it or not, but it is like written in red, maybe blood, who knows, all over the walls, scratched in this room.
Okay. And then if I do have any time left on my turn, I'd like to just shout out from inside
Sure.
the building.
Go ahead.
I'm in here. Might be a good place to stand our ground.
All right. I should add in the background here as we round out the turn order. They're constantly clicking back and forth. Like they're not silent. They're echo-locating and communicating in some sort of weird chatter language, rather.
Mhm.
All right. D's turn will go. 5, 10,
Let's do
15,
it.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Going right for you, Iris. Actually, Felix screamed.
He did.
Let's see. Okay. Do me a favor, Felix and Iris. Roll a d20 and let me know your results.
Great D20.
Felix's goal was to get them to come, so I
20.
don't know if that affects the competition, but
You got a nat 20?
Yeah.
11.
Okay. It's going for Iris.
Not the time to get an actual 20.
Sorry, buddy. This horror actually has no arms.
Oh,
Just has
great, So we're
legs.
good.
Has no
And
arms.
it looks like it's got it's
He
like
kicked you.
a bloated body.
It's
going to kind of like
of that.
rear back, kind of, and spit out bile all
Ew.
over Iris it's a 10-foot square, so basically where you are. It's not a cube, but it's flat. I need you to make a dex save, Iris.
Dex save. Oh boy.
I'm gonna draw this here.
13.
Okay, that just passes. So you will take half damage. This basically pool of acid has been spewed on you, doing only 7 acid damage.
Oh boy.
Oh no,
7.
halved to 4.
Okay. So give me a sec. I need to do some math. Okay, hold on.
Jara, it is your turn as well.
Yep.
Oh, Jared, do I get to keep my D12 into the next session? I haven't. Used
I'll allow it.
All right, thank you.
What are you doing, Jara?
Uh,
And then this will end
Can I can't double up on meta magic, can I?
I don't believe so. Are you meaning like, can I twin spell and hasten or quicken spell? Is that what you
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
No, I don't believe
Essentially.
so.
All right. Then what I'm going to do. How far away? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. Would I be able to? I can't hit zombie D like line of sight wise.
You can make a like if you're shooting projectile, no. But if you're doing like a
Well, yeah, I was gonna do ice knife on it.
if that's a projectile, no. You'd have to move
Yeah.
out from behind Iris.
Now, if I stay within 10 feet of this guy, I won't get an attack of opportunity on me.
It probably will, yes.
If I stay within its melee range.
Oh, stayed within, then no.
Yeah.
You stay
so,
within
like,
10 feet.
If I was to move, like maybe to here.
He does have you hooked, so you will need to make a strength check to break it.
Oh,
Fair-
well,
It's fairly low.
Wow.
DC.
that's yeah. But with my -1 strength,
Oh,
uh,
if you want to move.
that ain't happening.
The whole party dumps strength.
What is strength?
Okay, then. what
Strength
I'm
of the
gonna-
mind.
What I'm gonna do instead,
There's
I'm gonna have to do something else then. All right, I'm gonna Misty Step.
Okay.
Boop, knock that off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just over to here. Boop. And then I'm gonna move 1, 2, 3 to like here.
Okay, can use a second level
then-
spell or lower now.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to quicken spell Ice Knife and
Fine.
do one at B and one at D.
You can't see D from this angle.
What? He's like right here?
That's the same rule as like shooting through Iris, but worse.
I was here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, if I move like one up. Whoops.
Well, unless you wanted to shoot it here.
I guess I could do that. I can.
Yeah, then that's
quicken
fine.
spell from here. So then I'm gonna quicken spell Ice Knife, one on B, and one on D.
All right, and it's just they make a save. Is that what?
Well, so there's two parts to it. So first I have to see if I hit. So this is gonna be for B.
Okay.
That is a 21.
Yep.
All right, so we have a hit on B, and then for D is a 17.
Yep.
All right, so hit on both. So they each take 1d10.
This
So
is
that is-
cold damage, frozen damage.
Yeah, cold. So the B gets a 10. I'm max rolled on that.
Nice. Minus 10 on B,
And then 8 for D.
8 for D.
And then all creatures within 5 feet of B and D need to make a dexterity saving throw. So Iris, I'm sorry, you probably have to make a dexterity saving throw.
That's
That
all right.
is Iris and D. C is out.
17.
D is right next to him. It should be D is in the middle. He's the middle guy. So it should be C, A, and Iris.
Oh, you went for D.
Yeah, I hit D.
Got it. All right, so I need to make 4.
Yeah, you need 4 dex saving throws.
That fails. Natural
DC
18.
DC 16.
That fails. So the only person who saved is D. And then
everyone.
now
and Iris,
B
what'd you get?
B gets a
17.
natural 16. So
What was it? Sorry.
17, so I should do
Okay,
good.
so Paul saves. So everyone who failed, which is lower than 15 or lower,
yep, just D.
takes an additional 2d6.
Okay, go ahead and roll for D here.
So that's another 5 damage.
Okay. All right. Sounds good there.
And then
Okay.
I'm gonna move, I guess. I'm gonna try to get under the bridge.
Where do you want to be?
1 square to my left.
You want to be like literally underneath the platform?
Yeah,
All right, let
because
me
that's my 30 feet.
let me see if I can get you there. Might be a little difficult.
I'd have to put him on top and then like change his Y position.
Yeah, that might be what I have to do. All right, let's do that. Right there. And then nailed it.
No,
All
just
right.
don't touch him.
No, yeah, don't touch
no one
Shara.
touch me.
You're
No
gonna
one
be
touch
like
him.
next week. You're gonna be like, where am I? All right. The last thing that happens, the last lair action I can do. Yeah.
Doing
I'm
some
gonna-
damage.
Another dude crawls out of the wall.
Oh, not just any dude.
Another dude.
The dude. The guy.
The guy, the
The guy.
green-eyed guy.
Free guy.
No, that would be crazy. What you see,
Wait, which wall?
I haven't done it yet.
We'll see. Oh, Strahd Zombie.
Oh,
Strahd
Strahd Zombie D.
More like
One
Strahd
sec.
Zombie E.
This is going to be E.
Yeah, E for
Oh, dear.
enormous.
You see
Oh, Jesus
in the
Christ.
distance, looming forward.
Oh my god.
Actually, he would start from this green one. A large, armored, natural like skeleton, like bone armored, mutated, almost looks like a gorilla,
Bruh.
just looming forward. And we will end on that visual.
Hey, yo, what the fuck is going on in Oldwood, bro?
Yep. There's gonna be some fat loot at the end of this, though. You best believe that.
It's Channing.
It's
Motherfucking Channing.
Imagine that is Channing. All right, let me save this so we don't lose it.
Hey, is the zombie that I hit twice now? Is it like looking hurt at all? Out of curiosity.
So the one that Tom hit, which I believe was A, that one is
Yeah.
looking pretty busted. The one that you hit is looking a little bit better than that one.
Okay, so I've done some.
They're
decent
not
damage.
very hardy. They do damage. They're not very hardy. And their AC is super low.
Oh no, I touched myself.
So I think we're
Oh,
in.
damn.
We're where
It was
we
an
want to
accident.
be.
It was an accident.
We're where we
Oh
want to be.
no, I touched myself.
We got the casters in rooms.
We got the tank dealing with shit.
The tank is surrounded, and then I'm 1v1ing a bat. So this is exactly where we.
I mean, this is where we thought the plan was gonna take
Yeah,
us.
this is the plan, guys.
It's just extra steps.
I
Extra
still
steps.
have another move that's gonna wreck these guys. I just couldn't do it this turn. But
That's
my
what they
next
all say.
move, Jarrett, is gonna fucking wreck them.
Your next move is you're going to touch yourself on accident.
No, that time it'll be on purpose.
That's a great way to end the session. All right, guys. So next week, if it works, we're good.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Until then, good work, everyone.
All right.
Some
Enjoy
Catch
your
you
week.
later,
zombies.
y'all.
Well, some whatever they are.
All right. See you guys.
See ya.
See ya.
All right, Beanuel.